gosh.
Good morning, Vietnam. Welcome back to the Racing Addicts podcast. We are here recapping not so Hot-lanta, Cold-lanta.
Very aggressively Cold-lanta.
So the whole time, all I could think of was Kenny in the pits. Like, hey, it's too cold. We're going to blow a bunch of motors. So that's all he does in the so. But he's gay. It's okay.
Sounds about right. Hey, we got our first cuss out of the way.
You're welcome.
Just kicking it right out the gate.
Welcome to the ADB Media Studios here in Duncannon, Pennsylvania. We are here and we are queer and we are ready. We're ready for a podcast that I started drinking 2 hours before it started.
This is not going to end well.
This is going to
start well.
I'm pretty sure your mic's messed up.
It's great.
I'm just not. Mitch, I'm not going to hear you.
One of us has been drinking all night. I'm just saying, and one of us has not.
Alex's mic sounds pretty good.
So we have a special guest in the studio. We have our average three guys here. We have Mitchell, Alex, and David. And we also have a special guest, Tybo Cletus Smith.
How's it going?
Tyler, how you doing? Tyler is a lifelong NASCAR fan, avid hillbilly hunter, and NASCAR enthusiast.
Emphasis on hunter from what I see on TikTok.
On the weekends, he prefers to slaughter aminals.
I do that, yes.
Have you got anything in the traps this week?
I caught one coon. Trapping season was actually over yesterday, so I pulled him yesterday. I am a beginner trapper. I caught one coon.
One coon. Last time I caught a coon, they called me a racist.
Well, we're starting early, Mitch.
Let's rate the race. So let's talk about Atlanta. I'm not going to lie. So I thought to myself halfway through the race, why am I watching NASCAR?
Oh, no. We can't do another one of these yet.
The beer was cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't, for one. I ran out of beer, which also was frustrating. And then, so I ended up going, instead of going to get more beer, I got whiskey, which made the night way better.
And then Brad got wrecked.
Brad did get wrecked.
Carson Hocevar caused more damage than those 12 guys in the airplanes on September 1st, 11th.
Jeez.
Gosh. I mean, my God.
He's been drinking.
This is the week I get canceled. Can we go non-rated for this episode alone?
If it hasn't happened yet, I don't think it's going to happen.
Just to save you. I think I'm uncancelable, to be honest with you.
Or they just gave up on us. They're like, screw those guys.
Yeah. So, Mitch, while we're wriggling back in here to the podcast episode, how would you rate the race? Did you think it was good?
Well,
Corey got, 39th? Right in front of Brad?
I didn't even see him wrecked, dude. I fell asleep.
Oh, no. That's not a strong indicator.
I was watching, I didn't mind it, but then I just fell asleep. He wasn't even wrecked yet, and then I woke up and he was 39th. I didn't know what happened. I still don't know what happened. I think Chase Elliott did something.
That's because Fox was covering it.
Yeah. The answer, by the way, is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. That's what happened to him, in case you're wondering. I know that's going to shock you, but
he pretty much wrecked everybody. I don't know who was worse, him or the 77.
The 77 for sure. Yeah, that when you have a line of drivers waiting to talk to you at the end of the race, you did something.
And the funniest was they were all sitting there with their hands crossed because they knew if they did not have the grip of their own hand,
right, they were going to punch
lay
him.
hands on him like Benny Hinn.
So when Ross Chastain is in line to tell you that you did something wrong on the racetrack, that's bad.
He shook his hand though.
Well, apparently in an interview, he expressed that he was not very happy. I think it was a reluctant handshake, from what I understand.
That's interesting, because they racist.
And
they're like BFFs.
Well, I mean, it was easy for Ross to keep track of him because he's always cross-eyed, and Carson was all over the track, so he saw him through both eyes.
Well, I was wondering if he could see Ross after the race because Ross is 4 feet tall and Carson's 8. So he's like, wait, I hear a voice. Is there? Oh, there he is.
I still think Carson is the reincarnated version of Joan Rivers. If you look at him, right?
It's not.
Right? Hear me out. He's the gay Joan Rivers.
Tyler's staying out of this. I thought.
I got nothing.
He said, what am I going to say? I said, you're just going to sit there and think, wow, these guys are really stupid.
No.
And I edited it because I actually said the F word when I said it to him.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's the first edit we've had so far.
F.
That's great. No, what would you rate the race, David? Like, what did you think?
I give it a 5.
So honestly, that's where I landed too.
I
Because
just don't
like,
see it was for
it was
me.
okay.
I think another thing we need to rate is the schedule. Like this is the second year in a row now where we're doing super speedway, and then road course. Like
I don't like it.
Can we put?
I hate this weekend.
Can we-
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, like it's
Going to be the Camp Pass
we are
350.
so excited about NASCAR to start.
Yeah.
And like I'm fine with Daytona because that's ritual,
Yeah.
tradition. But like, why
Even
can't
though
they
the
go,
package
like Miami,
sucks. It's trash.
let it be warm.
Yeah. Miami should have like 4 dates a year. I'm just if we're gonna screw up the schedule, give me Miami like
Give me
once
Miami.
a month. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. It was okay. It felt like it was a blockade though. Like you could never do anything.
Couldn't do anything.
Like honestly, so here's a crazy take. I thought Carson Hocevar won Blaney the race because everyone was locked. You couldn't really do anything and secure. But after he spun the 12 and the 12 got fresh tires, he was flying. And I'm watching Blaney fly through the field and I'm like, I think Hocevar just won him this race. And then it didn't happen, but because we threw the yellow, in turn 3. So
There it is.
There it is.
that's
Minute marker.
yep.
I can't actually see that far.
No. 10:20.
10:20.
10:25.
10:25. That is the first time we brought up the caution debacle.
Is it an appropriate time to point out the sign has been updated?
Yeah, I mean, I got 0.
0 weeks.
Oh yeah, I just noticed. Thanks for pointing it out.
And just putting the number 0 alone didn't feel satisfying enough, so I had to write 0 in all capital letters because it felt more like we had to like amplify like these officials are completely intoxicated.
I went from 0 to hero. Corey LaJoy, baby, come on now.
Come on. 0-1.
0-1.
Tyler, as somebody who watched the race with zero intention of talking about it, how did you feel like it went?
So I started off. We watched the beginning of the race, and I had 2 buddies over.
No, his mic is so far gained up that he's literally like,
Wow.
it's fine.
Are we good?
Yeah, go. Keep talking,
I had
Alex.
some
It's
buddies
so
over.
ADD.
We started watching the race in the basement. It was pretty low key to start out with, and they left after the second stage, and I did the redneck thing, and 6 beers deep, fell asleep to the last 10.
Yeah, buddy.
Woke up choking on Copenhagen spit and finished her off and watched the race end under caution.
I mean,
I thought my guy was going to win, but
who is your guy? I don't know that I know
so
that.
like I said, I'm not I don't know. I'm not a diehard NASCAR fan, but I like to watch it. I grew up watching it, and I think David and I agreed last year that my guy was Kyle Larson.
Yep.
He's good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to pick somebody
I mean,
yeah, that's my pick.
he's arguably the most talented driver in racing right
In
now.
the history of the world.
The most well-rounded,
yeah, I mean,
successful.
He's fun to watch. Like I can't wait to see what he does in Charlotte. Not Charlotte, the Indy 500.
Oh, yeah.
double.
it's just kind of like LeBron playing pickup basketball on a Monday night. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's when Kyle Busch runs the truck series.
well, that was bad. that was what we like to call an edumacation.
Yeah.
He spanked him, and I'm glad he did because I like Kyle Busch and I wanted him to win.
I like him now.
I wanted to win.
I like him now.
I posted it on the Facebooks because I'm a boomer. I don't post on TikTok or Twitter or whatever you kids do. Post on
He's such a
Facebook
friggin' boomer.
on the line. However,
Yeah.
So-
What would you have rated the race, Tyler? So what we do is we rate on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
So what would you have rated the race?
I don't know that
it was
6 or 7 maybe.
So it was like the end there. I did think it was cool. Like, and I actually was pulling for Larson pretty hard because he's never won a super speedway race.
And
He-
like not even close.
He's not very
not even
he's-
close.
I think this is the first time
I
he's ever.
couldn't believe that. I didn't.
I know.
I didn't
This
know
is
that.
definitely
really?
his first top
No.
5.
Yeah.
Like he's never won Talladega, never won
No.
Daytona.
He's barely
Never
finished
won
any of
Atlanta.
them. Yeah,
Normally he's like 30th.
yeah, because
It's just he gets
sends
wrecked
it
or
all out.
something.
And,
Yeah.
Crazy.
He eats it and it doesn't work. So, hey, he almost had it.
I can take notes on the table.
It's your table, so I don't even care what you
It
do.
is my table.
Oh,
All
my
right.
gosh.
Back to NASCAR. Bell wins race in turn 3, which brings out the blue ball caution. And
Greatest T-shirt idea ever. Thank you, Nolan.
thank you, Nolan. Nolan's just upset because he likes Carson Hocevar. For some god-awful reason,
Maybe he likes Joan Rivers. You ever think about that?
I mean, he does kind of look like her, too. Everybody looks like Joan Rivers.
Oh. That's an image I don't want.
So, the NASCAR fishing board, you said that out of order, Alex.
I did. Well, I got.
I'm a little
yeah,
inebriated,
I'm
so
sorry.
it's kind of
I
hard
know
to keep
you
up.
are.
If you jump around, I'm following a list here, and you're jumping around. Fair or foul, Larson's block on Austin Cindric? Well, that is a trick question. We don't even need to answer it because there is no such thing as an unfair block on Austin Cindric.
Didn't you pick Austin Cindric to win? I think you did.
Me?
Yeah,
He
you
did.
did. Oh, you definitely
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
He led some, didn't
Yeah. Oh, he led like most of the
he?
race, honestly. Yeah.
He did.
He led some.
He was there.
Yep.
He led a little.
Led a little.
Little.
He was leading so good.
And the fake news took him out. The fake news, they just said, no, you're done. They said, no, you're in the wall.
If my friend Elon was in the race, he would have won by 15 laps.
Gosh. I'm
They're not bad,
I
are
don't say
they?
anything. Yeah.
I'd do them both. That's like a.
Mitch, there's bad decisions happening over here in this room.
One of us have to drive him home.
Oh, my
Be careful.
gosh.
I'm going to take this time to mention that it is not funny to drink and drive.
No.
But if you have to, you got to use your thumbs.
Yellow, white.
Yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white.
My gosh. I had a friend in high school that drove better drunk because he actually paid attention. He was. Oh, sorry. I forgot you're sitting right here.
I'm not that guy, but I'm that guy.
I'm that guy. I might not
Oh my
be
gosh.
that guy, but I'm definitely
Oh, my
that
gosh.
guy.
We do not condone drinking and driving here on the Racing Addicts
That's
podcast.
terrible.
Yeah.
Fair or foul, Hocevar hits every car in the field.
It's not inaccurate, I got to say.
If
Like,
if it was inaccurate, Nolan would have showed up and not been a coward. He would have showed up tonight and defended his driver, but he can't.
he was honest on the Discord. Nolan was like, yeah, this is pretty bad. Like, he put Kyle Busch in the wall in the first stage. He sideswiped, I think, every single car. He spun the 12. He caused the last wreck. The last wreck was him driving the 1 into the wall, which then hit off the 21. And so it's wild, bro. Did you hear? I don't know. So TV, like,
Sucks.
yeah, it does. Like, and I try not to dwell on that because we beat up Fox and they do enough on their own. We don't need to dwell on them too much. But they had this long post race show and they interviewed one driver, which made no sense to me. I'm like, and they was just Chris Myers. I'm like, I don't freaking care about hearing from Chris Myers. Like, the whole point of a post race show is to hear from the people like that were in the race. So I had to go to Twitter to see the interviews from drivers because I wanted to see like what Kyle Busch said, what Ross
Kyle Busch had
Chastain
something
said.
to say.
Oh, he did. And I wanted to see what Blaney said. So Blaney's was the funniest because the guy goes, so I saw you talking to Carson. What did you say to him? And he said, I told him he needs to calm the hell down. It's like, you are a talented driver. You need to calm the hell down and stop hitting everybody. Yeah.
Are we allowed to say hell?
We say it all the time.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we do.
What was the other word we found out we're allowed to say for PG rating? It was horrible.
It was bad. Like PG allowed everything.
I think our show might honestly be like PG-12,
yeah,
if that's a thing.
it could be.
I'll have to ask Drake. I know he's into A minors.
Oh gosh, jeez. Feel free to add in, Mitch. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just looking at some stats and stuff. But yeah, it was. I mean, Hocevar was a little aggressive, but he's young. Like, we all remember what Kyle Busch was like. We all remember what a young Brad was like. We all remember what a young Carl was like. So there's room to grow.
Young Brad was rough.
Yeah,
Young
I did
Brad,
not like
he was
Brad when he
fun.
was young.
Young
I did
Brad
not
was-
like
I
Brad.
did not
not-
like him either.
I-
He pissed me off.
Listen. I was in a hiatus of the sport at that point in time.
Because you went from Dale Jarrett to Brad Keselowski.
That's a big shift.
Yeah.
I
At
also
the
liked
time.
Rusty Wallace too, which is why I
Okay.
ended up. And I'm sure if there would have been an 88 at the time, I could have been an SVG fan.
Could have been a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan.
Well, who's not a Dale Earnhardt Jr.? Actually,
that's-
I'm not gonna lie.
I like him more now.
I despised
honestly.
him when he raced.
Yeah, I
I
liked
was
him
like,
retired.
Yeah.
silver spoon,
And then you realized Austin Dillon was
him
in the
and
field.
Barron. Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon. I had Ty Dillon. Oh, so listen to this. This is a little fantasy talk. I guess we'll hit that later. Never mind. What is the production truck smoking? I had to take a second to read that like 3 times before I said it out loud.
That might be evidence of what are you smoking.
Yeah, did we do the third one? Briscoe and Stenhouse?
Oh, we did not.
We did. Oh, yeah.
We did not.
You missed
Fair or foul, Briscoe or Stenhouse caused the wreck that takes out Corey LaJoy and Brad Keselowski.
your boy.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was packing meat at the moment when it happened.
Is that a euphemism, or like were you actually?
I was actually packing meat. I was standing in the back of the truck separating a cow, which I have a quarter available if anybody.
Here we go again.
Wasn't this last week's episode? You trying to pawn it off on Discord?
Mitch, you leave your wife out of it, or your mom.
My wife.
Your
I didn't
wife.
know I was married.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So what do they smell like? I know we do beat it. We beat it like a redheaded stepchild,
Yeah.
but the production's bad.
It's like nobody knows what's going on. Like that's the part that, cause like even so they at one point they were supposed to be showing like the Toyota Cutaway car, and Larry McReynolds is talking, and meanwhile there's a video of Corey Haim playing,
Yes,
and just it
Oh, I
ran
did
for
see
like
that, yep.
like 30 seconds. It ran until someone caught like, oh hi, this
No.
isn't what we're.
by far my favorite part of the race, most favorite, was coming up next. Toyota, instead of running a commercial, they're going to do Toyota side by side. Enter Chase Briscoe, wrecking everybody.
Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
This is the Toyota Wreck Fest, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody caught a screenshot and posted it on Twitter of the Toyota highlight, and it was Ty Gibbs's car wrecked on the other side of the
Yes.
screen.
Yeah, so
That was actually really funny. That was good timing.
yeah, Toyota Racing, where money's all that counts.
Yeah. Oh,
Just made that for them.
you could make that argument for a few teams in the Cup Series this year.
So what's cool, Tyler, if you ever want to know how I get more advertising spots on the Racing Addicts podcast, I just do this. Then Alex goes to his camera.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Just blocks my head. Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. Yep, the deal.
Yeah. You see that? Yeah, the thing.
I'm back.
Man.
Moving on to the Xfinity Series. Good race. Austin Hill is unbeatable. I hate the guy. I could beat his face in. Probably I could try. He's a pretty big dude.
So he's the most boring personality in the world, first off, and he's kind of a douche. Like I just don't like him. He's just not likable. I'm sorry.
Mitch,
He's just
probably.
not.
You know who likes him probably? Tyler.
I don't know much about the Xfinity. I don't know much about the Cup Series, and I surely don't know much about the Xfinity.
He said surely. He wanted to say sure.
Surely.
Surely.
She sounds hot.
So, Austin Hill he's never lost in Atlanta.
I don't think so. I think he's won all of them,
Like
right?
since the
yeah,
new.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I think
he's
you're
4
right.
for 4.
I think so.
And he's
I
from
thought-
Georgia.
I thought this was the best Xfinity Atlanta race. It felt like they actually did stuff.
There was good moving.
Yeah. And Justin Allgaier had the chance to win the race and didn't throw the block on the 21.
He didn't throw the block.
I don't like. And afterwards, he's like, "Well, I was afraid, I wasn't gonna have the support, and I was gonna get like steamrolled." And I'm like, "But
You got
I don't-
steamrolled anyway.
yeah, I don't know. I thought Allgaier had it. Allgaier is my boy.
Checkers or
thought we had
wreckers,
it.
baby. If I ain't first, I ain't finishing.
You last. Okay, first you last.
You ain't first, you're
That's-
last, Mitch.
That is most of the field has that mentality.
Almirola, one pitch away from the win and can only be relevant in the lower series.
I thought he had the win. I really did. I thought
I
Justin
did too,
had the
and
win.
I was
and then
upset. I was
thought,
pissed. I really cannot stand that guy. Like
which one?
Almirola.
So do you dislike Almirola more than Hill?
Yes.
Because that surprises me.
I just hate Almirola. I want to punch his
Man.
face. He's right up there with McDouchebag. McDouchebag, Hocevar, Almirola, Areola. Eric Areola.
Well, you must have been happy, Mitch, because you like Areola, right?
Yeah, I don't mind him, but I mean, he was really aggressive. That was a pretty aggressive.
It's like,
but he's by the point of his career. It don't matter. He's retired, right? He could do
Right.
this little part-time gig, and he has. his
but
own
when
thing.
and
Well,
here's where I kind of compare.
Hill would have done the same thing, so that's why I don't care.
But here's where I compare. Like when you look,
Hill would have done the same.
You look at
Yeah,
a couple
my
hours
gosh, yeah.
earlier in the truck race. Was there one? I didn't see one part where.
That is so loud.
He's talking like
don't even
this
hear it.
is. It's just as loud here for me.
Try that. Do that.
I don't hear it.
Do that, Alex.
Doesn't
It's
even
really,
work.
it's smooth.
Hey, Zoom's catching it then because it is like crazy loud in my
Yeah.
ears. Sorry.
I don't know what the hell I was going to say.
Truck race. The truck race was clean.
So
It was
like you
clean.
look at Kyle Busch out there just putting a clinic on, passing
Dude,
kids
he was playing with them.
left and right. No disrespect except for the fact that it was disrespectful. It was disrespectful the way he was just playing with them.
Yeah.
No dirty blocks, no dirty passes, no bump and runs. Just good old classic whooping.
I mean, you are
Leave it in,
correct on
Alex.
those things.
Leave it in.
Gosh, I can't even read that timestamp from here.
You're gay.
You're gay.
So gay.
So gay.
One more note, Xfinity. I had two cool notes. So I thought CW was freaking amazing. Like I love what they're doing for the Xfinity series.
CW is pretty good.
And a long post race show, like a really long post race show.
I do love me some
Like-
Carla Gebhardt too.
She's cool, and she did she did the Thursday Dale show last
Yeah.
year. Yeah, she's awesome. And I don't know if you saw the clip. So Parker Kligerman obviously got his win in the Truck Series
I
taken
did
away.
see that.
You saw that when he's doing the pre-race bit, and all the fans are behind them yelling, "Parker won! Parker won!"
Yeah, he's just like,
And he's just like snickering because he's like, he can hear it, but he just can't acknowledge
Can't
it.
acknowledge it.
Yeah. And then, so this was kind of a cool, like we talk all the time how the Xfinity Series is like premier stock car racing. Like that this is like the best racing that there is right now. So my brother-in-law's family, one of my brother-in-laws is super proper. Like they're the ones that go to like really expensive balls and they spend like lots of money getting dressed up. Like
I heard you like going around
Yeah.
in expensive balls.
my gosh, I'm ignoring you. So, like whenever we have family functions, I'm the redneck because I pull up in a pickup truck. Like they're that level of classy
And a mullet
and a mullet,
with a hat on.
and exactly. So what was funny is his mom caught me before church. It was the day of the Daytona 500, so like 2 Sundays ago, and she goes, "I wanted you to know." We were somewhere for dinner last night, and they had the NASCAR race on the TV, which would have been the Xfinity Series because it was Saturday night. And she's like, "I need you to know, I get it." She said, "That was so impressive." She's like, "They're doing really fast, inches off each other, and the cars are sliding." And she's like, "I think I'm a fan. That was
described
awesome."
My night last night. Really fast,
Awesome.
inches off
Yeah.
each other and sliding all over the place.
I told her, I said, "Do not watch today because it's not
not
going to be
watch
anywhere near as good."
No, I definitely saw their post. I was like, wow, they go to balls.
Oh, yeah.
Like Anastasia.
Yeah, they're bougie, and we may have made a NASCAR Xfinity Series convert. So, good times, great series, great racing.
I like it.
It's great.
It's great.
It's wonderful. It's the best ever.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Mitchell,
What's up?
what did you think about Parker Kligerman's loss, his disqualification?
I was pretty heartbroken. I do enjoy me some Parker, especially when he wins. Like I enjoy, see him win. And it sucks to see that happen to him. But that's just kind of the way things go.
Man, the
So,
excitement he had. That I was excited. Like he planted the flag like he was at Ohio State beating them. And oops, sorry.
Easy.
Sorry.
the Ohio State fan.
Well, no, they're getting a little handsy over here. Is
Yeah.
what they are.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like don't apologize to Ohio State fans.
F 'em.
Also like Cincinnati Bengals, and then that could be a it's okay.
Overall, I did feel like the truck race was. Did you watch it, Mitch?
So I did, and then Riggs had that stupid issue, and then I was
so
like, okay,
frustrating.
we got Crafton left, and then he
Then he
blew a
wrecked.
tire
And the
next
next
caution.
wreck.
Yep. So I walked away, and I came back with 10 to go, and I saw Frankie wreck, and then I saw the finish. So
Frankie was. I think he's a little irritated. He's like, I get no respect out there. Nobody runs with me.
No.
It sucks.
he was running good for what equipment he had.
Welcome to being a
That
rookie.
car should not be top 20.
No, definitely not.
The truck is
Definitely
not a top 20 truck.
I'm anxious to see what he does on like a real track. Like I'm so excited to be done with super speedways for a while.
So do
like,
you know
I
how
just
bad?
am burned out.
So I don't know that this is 100% true, but I think it should be, and I'm going to say it like it's factual, because if you do that and put it on the internet, it's real.
Wow. Do you work for CNN?
MSNBC, thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's even worse.
They're firing all the federal employees. Worthless pieces of beep. Frankie Muniz had Netflix on the car. I wonder if the only reason he did the Malcolm Middle reboot was to get Netflix on the car.
Oh, I think that's very much at play for sure.
He's
yeah.
I'm living my
Marketing
dream.
strategy.
Yeah.
Put me on the car.
Listen, I'll do a TV show
Is
to get a
Bryan
free
Cranston going
sponsorship.
to be in it?
I think it's a full cast, isn't it? I thought I saw that. I might actually watch it. Of course, Netflix has a really good habit of screwing up good shows, so I'm a little bit nervous. Like, because do you remember Designated Survivor?
Yes, that went horrible.
I know, and it was fantastic on I
First
think
5
Fox.
seasons.
Oh, and then Netflix took over, and it was just trash. I was so mad because I
Kind of same
love
thing
that
with House
show.
of Cards when they took over House of Cards.
Yes, garbage. So that was an ADD moment. I feel like we had to go there.
All right, so that covers the truck race. And I just want to give a quick update and let everybody know that my feet are numb.
Appreciate the update.
Is that from drinking or your?
I think so. I don't know.
The next accurate thing is chilling on a dirt road. I ran out of
Chilling
time.
on a dirt road. Icebreaker at Lincoln on Saturday. Dietrich leads the bulk of the race, but passed late by Chase Dietz.
Dietrich is from Perry County, correct?
I don't think so. I know he lives down in I think he's Gettysburg. Yeah.
Who is Perry County?
Driver of the number 75,
Kenny
Edgin.
Edgin.
Which, by the way, I have my The Race Shop shirt on.
He gave me one, and I think I left it at the race shop.
You probably did. Was it with your chair? Did you ever get your chair back after Chili Bowl?
Whoops.
Yeah.
It might be with your chair.
No, I think I did get it back.
Okay. Oh yeah, I brought your chair back.
You brought my chair back.
I did. I was being nice that night.
Wow, what a guy.
Brief moments.
Next race predictions. Daytona predictions. If no, TMF show.
So I was updating these notes whenever you texted about Tyler joining, so that's why they are not updated on the bottom. But it was worth it because now we have a third
Daytona.
camera, we have a third mic,
So
and
Tyler,
a fourth
as a-
person.
So you like Kyle Larson,
Yep.
and you also were you a Truex fan? No.
No.
Yeah, no.
I'm a Chevrolet fan.
Oh, the bow tie.
The bow ties.
Badass bow tie.
Chevrolet. So you're all into Carson Hocevar then. We have some Chevrolets around here.
Here's an appropriate background then. Here we go. We got it.
About that one. So I grew up, obviously, like everybody
man, the
else.
legend.
The man. I saw Dale Earnhardt
The
win
Intimidator.
at Talladega in 1997. I was 7 years old, and it was awesome.
And you remember it like it was yesterday.
I do. I really do.
I believe it. I believe you
I really
100%.
do remember it. Jeff Gordon wrecked right in front of me. On the backstretch, I was on.
On the backstretch of Talladega.
I was on turn 4. Yep.
Man.
That's exciting. I mean, these are what dreams are made of. I'm trying
Yeah.
to convince my daughters to go with me. I think we might be going to the 600.
Are you back on the 600?
I don't
I
know
feel like
that
you were
ever
on,
got-
then you were off, and you're back on?
Well, my wife says I need to be financially responsible. So I
That's
haven't
lame.
quite understood what that
Yeah.
means, but it's going great.
Hey, we're going to Rockingham. That's all
Dodge
that
is going to
matters.
send me that $5,000 check, and I'm going to the Coke 600.
Wait for that tax refund from Elon and Doge.
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 I didn't vote for Elon.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Is your hair turning blue over there?
Is your hair?
What is it?
Did you see that meme? That's like, while RFK is investigating all this food, they should investigate blue hair dye because makes you fat.
Oh my god.
Oh man, sorry. That's all.
I feel like we had a quick. You could tell it was a bad race by how quickly I got through the sermon notes here.
Sermon.
So you guys don't like.
It feels like it sometimes.
You don't like super speedway.
We do,
races.
but we don't like when they're altered, like phantom cautions. I mean,
Atlanta was better than Daytona, hands down. Like, I don't know that that's even up for debate.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So what we miss is when you could have two cars and have a run that could just blow up the outside of the track. It's a good car and you got power. Ever since they put these freaking restrictor plates in, it's just not as cool. Like, you can't just go out there and whoa.
Well, this car has way too much drag because you cannot create separation. Like, even at Atlanta, where handling is key, like, you can't get off the bumper. Like, you can't. I don't know. It's the car. The car needs work. Talladega is going to suck.
Really?
Oh my gosh! It's Talladega in this car has been garbage. And
So just think about that, France. There's a bunch of little Tylers out there this year, and they're gonna be waiting for that moment, the ta-da moment, the hook 'em for life moment, and they're not gonna get it.
Well, they might get it on Saturday. I'm just saying.
Well, hopefully
Saturday's
their parents
pretty
bring
good.
them Saturday.
Yeah.
Kids are free Saturdays, aren't they?
I think so, or they're like basically free. They're like $5.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
All right, so as we're at that point in the show where it is time to look at the fantasy standings.
Mitch, do you have the info on that? Because you are the fantasy guy, correct?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I just have one question, Mitchell. Can you tell me who this SOB Hamlin Nation 11 is?
Oh gosh.
I don't actually know who Hamlin Nation is.
I want to
but
know.
I think he's.
Reach out to me. Send me a Discord. Send me a message.
He's
a DM.
in the Discord.
Is he in the Discord?
I think it's Lipton.
Oh.
You
Been chatting with him.
teabagging bastard.
So none
Hamlin
of you guys
Nation,
are
drop it in
Hamlin
the
fans
Discord.
here, right?
This is the Hamlin car. We keep
We
it
have the
flipped on the
Hamlin car
desk.
upside
good.
down. Yeah.
That's what I like.
Queers.
Yeah.
No, there's no Hamlin fans
Who
here.
do you like more, Denny Hamlin or Austin Dillon?
Denny Hamlin.
Oh,
Austin Dillon.
maybe I
Yeah.
should just shut up.
He said Austin Dillon.
Yeah.
Of course, Mitch hasn't liked a quality racer in
Austin.
So
37 years.
Oh, gee.
ignorant to me. I like.
Oh my
That wasn't my
gosh.
fault. That wasn't my fault.
I can't tell what the timestamp says. It's too small. It's 3650. All right, go ahead.
36:58.
Go ahead.
Oh, hell, man.
Hey, that was at 37 in case you're wondering.
So we had to go. So real quick, before we get into the fantasy, Tyler and I were on a double date tonight with our wives, and it was a Harry Potter trivia night. I have watched all the Harry Potter movies once. I thought I'd do pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good at movie trivia. I retain movies pretty well because I don't know why. Not a damn one. Not one. We made it to round 2, and the girls were like, "So you have not helped us one bit." Why
Were you
don't
just hangry, though? You may have been
I
hangry.
was hangry, and
Yeah.
I was also watching the clock. It was like, okay, we've been here for 56 minutes, and I still have not gotten my water.
Yeah, it was terrible service.
It was not good.
Are
And
we putting them on blast or are we being nice?
I'm not going to put it on blast, but I will say that I used
We
to
haven't
own the
mentioned
place.
the name.
I'm not going to say where it is. I'm going to say I used to own it.
I'm just saying it's a loud beverage. That's all I'm getting at.
Lousy. The beer I got was warm. I was like,
It was
I tasted it.
so
I was like,
warm.
does that taste weird? He goes, oh, it's warm. The food was pretty well. The chicken was dry.
The chicken was dry.
The beer was warm. The chicken was dry. The chicken was dry. The beer was warm. It's like
It's like St. Patrick's Day.
I know. We're coming up on it. There's my Irish car bombs.
Yeah, St. Patty's Day. You
Oh
want to
my
go back
gosh.
and do that
Well,
again?
so me and Tyler did St.
That was
Patrick's
2
Day
years
at Liquid
ago.
Noise. I mean, at an establishment of which my family used to own. So the best part about being part of the ownership family is you can start drinking on St. Patrick's Day. Basically, once you I had my own key.
That's true.
We got in there early, and it was a rough afternoon.
It was a rough morning.
It was a rough. Well, it
The
made
next
for.
day.
Well, no. The problem was we both had to pick our kids up from daycare.
Oh, we did. I forgot about that.
Oh,
I wasn't drinking.
I was sober the entire time. So I'm on the Discord. I apologize for my tactful comment about the Richard Childress racing drivers.
That's the only reason I like Austin Dillon.
He's a wrestler. Yeah, he's. I understand.
They're good guys.
Biased
Great
to
I
it.
really don't hate Austin Dillon. I just hate that he has a dry. I just don't like that he has a car.
yeah.
I think he should go into management because.
That's got to be coming soon, right? I feel like his driving days are getting
So they had
less.
RC bought the bull riding championship, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And put Austin in charge of that to get him ready to run RCR.
Yeah.
So, did you hear about that?
Nope.
So
Didn't know about
RCR bought PBR.
Really?
Yeah. So Richard Childress owns that, and he put Austin Dillon as the president. So he's running PBR.
So does Austin Dillon
I didn't even know
ride
that. I know he
bareback?
has his what
like what?
he has
does
his own team.
Okay.
We learned on the Dale Jr. download. I think he's just a team. I don't think he owns the whole league.
I thought it was the whole
He was
league.
like the Carolina Cowboys, I believe.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Racing
He's
Addicts
been an owner of
podcast, where
that
everything's
league.
made up and the facts don't matter.
The only reason why I know is because my sister, that's her favorite team.
Okay.
My older sister, she watches bull riding. She likes. I was like, "You like the Carolina
Wait a
Cowboys?" I was like,
second.
That's
Time out a
funny.
second. Mitch, your older sister likes watching bull riding?
Oh, all her life. Yeah, that's her thing.
Wow.
She wants to raise cattle and stuff. That's what she likes doing.
Speaking of raised cattle, I have a quarter of beef available if anybody else.
I let that door open.
Drop in the Discord below.
Drop a link with your Venmo for $950.
Your boy's poor. Otherwise, I would.
I know. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for jumping in. So, looking at the stats,
I just had to pay $500 in credit card processing fees, apparently. So
Stacking Excuses took first place, aka gay. I think that guy's pansexual. Stacking Excuses. I heard that
Yeah.
he is the back 4-time.
He's
Track
pretty
champion.
good.
yeah.
I love
Yeah,
the
he's
fact. So the best part about Kenny is he's good enough that I can make fun of him for sucking.
That's the thing.
It's like
'cause-
you
if he doesn't win, you make fun of him.
dude. Did you really get second this week?
Yeah.
What kind of gay is that? Like, he has one track. What is he? 3-time. Well,
Is it
back to back plus?
a touring? He had one touring, right, in the last couple years.
Well, they've only raced like 3 touring.
I know.
actual
Well,
races.
He lost last year because he got in one wreck, and there was like 2 races all season. Yeah, but
He actually ran more 410 car. I think he said he ran more 410
did.
races than
He for sure did.
Sportsman.
and because he's so good, obviously we like to make fun of him.
And he's
So,
really
like,
good at
yeah,
picking fantasy. He's good online.
He is.
His wife told me
Now,
that.
Kenny, we are not doing playoff, or we are doing playoff.
Yeah, we need to get so. There was a league years ago, and I'm not going to throw Brian under the bus for being the president, but I did. But he didn't select this little button here that says overall. But right now, overall, it's Kenny.
Well, wasn't it? The issue was we were doing playoffs, and he
We
was
reset
only
the
on overall.
playoffs. Yeah, just like in the stupid NASCAR series, they reset the playoff points.
And then Joey Logano wins another freaking championship.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, that's who's winning this year.
I'm not doing
Right
good.
there.
I'm not doing good. I'm in 12th overall.
I think I'm like 4th, right? How am I doing, Mitch? feel
I
like
keep
I'm doing
wrecking
okay.
out.
How did Blaney do Sunday? I talked to
Hey,
David about
ended
it.
up 4th. Had a shot
That's
to
right,
win,
yep.
ended up 4th, started on pole.
So you know
Yeah,
what?
I
Leading-
knew he had
leading the
pole.
points?
Yep.
Yep.
So I take McDouchebag out and put him in the garage after he wrecks and goes down
Dude,
6
he
laps.
sucks.
Right?
He's so bad.
So then, well, you know who's in my garage
I
to
know.
replace McDouchebag? Ty Dillon.
Yeah,
Because
there was.
when else am I going to use him?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, he was good. I mean, he was good at Daytona.
Yeah.
I thought he was good at Daytona.
Well, this was a good week to waste picks because, like, it's
Yeah.
such a crapshoot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Brad got last. That's awesome. I love it.
That
It's
was
the
my
best.
pick. That was my pick right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Brad
Good
Keselowski.
pick.
How's
It's a
it
great
you
pick.
like Brad Keselowski?
I think my pick was mighty.
You like
Ricky Stenhouse.
Actually, you won
You're
picks,
gay.
right? Because Stenhouse finished 5th.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of how you guys want to do the points. Like, it can either be like whoever had the highest finish that week wins, and we just tally it up, or
I like that. Let's keep it simple. I feel simple. I like that. Like
Yeah.
like you because
and I'll bold
got
the
the
one
face
that
of a
won.
horse.
So the 12 won the first week, right? Out of the 6 and the 01, I think Blaney.
yeah,
beat.
because we didn't
Yeah.
pick for Daytona, so because we didn't pick, we just gave each other their own drivers.
Yes.
and that's
Blaney.
fair.
Yeah.
So who do we
So-
pick? So did we take note of who picked who last week?
So if
Yeah.
if Mitch can't pick on a week, since Corey's only running like 3 races this year, who does he get? Who's your number 2? Have you decided on a number 2 yet?
No,
Okay.
I don't have a number 2.
You
No,
might
I'm
need
looking
to,
up.
you
I
need to
got one for
determine
him.
that for your backup fantasy pick.
I would text you who I'm going to pick.
Okay. All right, that works.
I'll
That
let
works.
you know. Trust me.
That
Yeah.
works.
So Tyler, if you haven't listened, then you don't know that if you check us out on the Racing Addicts podcast on Thursdays when we can, which hasn't happened yet.
Right.
Maybe
And
we shouldn't even promote it.
this week is not looking great, but the next week for me at least looks good.
I am available the week after.
So I have my February. If anyone like, I should show my calendar on the screen. It was block solid, like
Block.
like 6 a.m. to like 10 p.m. every day, the whole month of February. Block solid,
blocked out,
Yeah.
just like the profile picture of every liberal after George Floyd died.
Oh
Blacked out.
my god!
Damn.
And then removed a week later.
Blocked it out.
How many of them have those black squares now?
Not really a good guy. I think we should give a shout out to Noah Gregson for getting suspended indefinitely for liking the meme of the year, which was Sebastian
No,
from
I
under the
can't,
from.
I can't.
I don't know anything about what is
So
it?
you know,
Yeah,
you know the Little
yeah,
Mermaid,
okay.
Yes.
Sebastian. He
Yeah.
sings this song under the sea.
Under the
Yeah.
sea.
So
Yeah.
look at that voice. Oh.
Yeah.
So
Tyler, we might need you back. We got to work on a theme song. All right.
So, well, he liked one that it said it was Sebastian, but his face was George Floyd, and it said under the knee.
it was.
There's no way.
Yeah. It was. It was a vicious way to
No,
get
it's
canceled.
staying in. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got canceled for that. He liked it. All he did was like it.
Yeah.
It was
But
funny.
I mean, upgrade of the century because he got fired from Legacy Motor Club, which sucks. Big old donkey appendage, and now he's driving for FRM. So.
Who sucks? Smaller donkey appendage.
Hey, Penske affiliated Front Row Motorsports.
Ooh,
I don't know what it means. It just means they're Penske affiliated.
they're not affiliated like the Wood Brothers because they were fast on Sunday.
Well, the Wood Brothers is a Penske car with a Wood Brothers badge.
yeah, it is.
FRM is still made in the FRM shop. Yeah,
It's kind of like the 40 car.
yeah, yeah. No, the Junior Motorsports car.
Junior Motorsports car.
I'm just kidding. Junior did a lot there. I'm not discrediting, but yes, it was. A
He
good
was
car.
very spirited.
That was the Traveler's car.
The Traveler's Whiskey.
It was a good-looking
Christopher
car, though.
Stapleton. Very good looking car.
And Justin Allgaier, fantastic
Yeah,
driver.
yeah,
Love
yeah,
Justin.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like Justin's one of those guys that if you don't like Justin Allgaier, you have something like you have trauma you need to work through
That's
in
the
therapy.
thing. Like, there's nothing unlikable about him.
Like, even women can't hate him because his wife's like normal sized.
Yeah,
Like, she's not some model. Like, she's very pretty,
yeah.
but she's not like she's a mom.
And he's a fantastic dad.
He's like 5'2" tall.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
He's like yay big.
He's so short.
I think he's
Yeah.
under his wife's shoulder. Could you imagine that? Looking up to your wife every time you looked at her?
So is he going to run all the races in the Cup Series this year?
It's so the big ploy is that there's no plan to do any more races, but like they fully wrapped the trailer. Like
Yeah,
they did all this.
I saw
like,
the trailer. I was like, that is a
Yeah.
So Junior said
There's something planned.
Junior
for sure.
basically
There has
said
to
that
be.
there's nothing planned, but they have a car.
Yeah.
So if either Stapleton or somebody else wants to jump back on for another race, they can do it pretty cheap.
I'm just saying if they wrap the trailer, I think Stapleton's on for at least one more. I can't imagine you wrap a trailer for one race.
Even
That
if
just
it's-
feels like a lot.
Even if it's the Daytona 500?
But he's not even locked in. Like that could have literally been for the duels. I feel like there's more. I think there's more.
I think
gonna
that
drop.
probably that gives it away.
Yeah.
The trailer's wrapped. That's
See,
a lock.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think there's stuff planned. They just don't want to announce it.
I like that 40 bug car. If we can get that popping, I
Dude.
think 40 looks good on Dale.
Yes, that would look really killer. Yeah. And just keep putting Justin in the car, man. I'd like to see Justin run some Cup stuff.
I think he could be a very competitive Cup driver, to be honest with you. I don't.
Well, look what he did in the 5 last year at the Coke 600.
Yeah, I don't know.
He finished 9th.
Yeah, and he finished 9th again.
Yeah.
In the Daytona 500.
Oh, yeah, he did. That's true. Yeah.
So he's consistent. Like, so
But that was in a real track.
Here's
He
a
finished
question
9th.
that we don't ask, but we should ask: how many drivers in the Cup Series is Justin Allgaier better than? What do you need? One of these?
Yeah, I think I do. if Justin was in a
You need a
competitive car,
recycling bin is what you need.
yeah.
Poor Tyler's getting crowded. This is what my truck's going to look like on the way to his house.
So if Justin were in a competitive car,
Which he is.
yeah, 100%. I think he would easily be a playoff contender. I'm not saying he's going to make the playoffs,
Top
but
15
I think
driver,
yeah, I think he's there.
which is the playoffs.
Yeah. But I mean, Daniel Suarez won a race last year. It can't be that hard.
You know what? Now that you brought him up,
Sorry,
did you
that
see
was
his?
was
Did
that
you
mean?
see
That
his-
was too much. I'm sorry.
Did you see his like in-race interview? It was like the most. I actually felt bad for him. I was like,
I think I missed it.
dang, dude. He's like, we are not the mi amigos. I was like, hey, I couldn't understand him because he don't speak.
Is that literally your comment that you just couldn't understand him?
He was very. He was like, I just suck, basically.
Oh, he pulled a Kyle Larson
Did
after
say that,
Daytona.
yep.
Yeah, but the difference is Kyle Larson can say he sucks because he's the best driver in the history of the world.
Well, yeah, when Kyle says it, you're like, LOL, dude.
He's like,
shut
yes,
up.
you
Yeah.
suck so much. When Suarez says I suck, we're like, please go back to Mexico.
Ugh.
Can we deporto you?
I think.
Somebody check that guy's visa, see if it's active.
Well, I'm not going to be mean, but I will say I do think this is Suarez's last year in the Cup Series, unless
I'm not
something
gonna be
miraculous
mean.
happens.
I'm just saying that it just happens to be a coincidence that we're going to Mexico and he might not come back.
Kyle Busch might not make it there. Have we talked about that?
Did you ever hear about that? We should fill you. So, Kyle Busch got arrested in Mexico years ago. I don't remember why.
So he had a concealed carry permit,
yeah, he took
and
a
he was
gun to
concealed
Mexico.
carrying. But the problem is the concealed carry permit.
Come on now.
Very nice.
Praise the
I
Lord.
like it. I
Easy.
support it. The problem is your concealed carry permit does not apply to Mexico.
That's
And-
Or
probably
any other
assumed
state.
Yeah. Well, and
out
he
of the country.
he forgot that he had it on him. That was
Don't
his
forget you
statement.
have a gun on you.
I don't think so. I think he knew he was going to Mexico and stuff could get real, and he wanted to be protected.
Praise the
That's-
Lord.
That's a fair
Yeah.
assumption. Yep.
So anyway, they did not take very kindly to that, and he had to. I forget. They were literally trying to press charges and everything, and basically, someone in the U.S. drug him back across the line.
Yeah, so if he
So-
it could be a diplomatic issue.
Got a lot of money.
Got a lot of money,
Got a lot of money.
my friend Elon.
Why do we go Trump all the time?
I can't help
always
it.
Trump.
It's just easy. It's because So, how long's he been president now? A full month. A month
Well,
and-
are we
a month-
talking about how often he was elected? Because if we're talking that, he's on year 9. But if it's
So he's 20. Or I'm sorry, 30. No, I can't do math. And the thing is in the middle of the date on my watch. The hand. That's the 24th.
I would love to help you, but I have
So
no
we're
idea where
now
you're
1
going.
month and 3 days into the presidency, and I've seen him more than I did Joe Biden in 4 years.
Well, 100%. And he's already cut $2 billion out of the budget.
I thought it hit trillion already.
It probably. I haven't watched in a week, so I'm sure it is.
It might be because I'm self-employed.
I don't think it's a trillion just yet, but we're projected to get there probably by June.
My
$1 trillion.
man.
We're at-
Did
Raise,
you know
raise,
that
a, raise,
200
a, raise a
billion.
drink for Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
That's right.
they're going to hate
Fixing-
us? They're
Fixing,
going to
the,
hate us.
fixing the American economy one step at a time.
If you don't work, you're fired.
Sorry, I totally derailed you. I just felt like we needed that moment to
I
pay
don't
respect
even-
to you.
great.
What was I even talking about?
You know what? If the government wastes less money, they don't take as much of ours. That's
right.
we should
so we're at
all be
133 billion, which is on average,
nuts.
it shows here, around $700 per taxpayer is what we are owed right now currently.
Wow.
I mean,
Not
I
more.
was hoping it'd be more, but I'll take
How
what I
much
can
is it
get.
per taxpayer?
This
$700.
thing here, it projects, I just clicked on a link and it said 51 billion is estimated tax dollars owed per person, which is theoretically speaking that everybody's paying taxes, which is probably not true.
Oh, so that's way more because there's a lot of Section 8 people There's a lot of sexual
Wow.
people. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so $345 per person at 51 billion. Well, if it's 133 billion, you double that and then some. So it's probably around $800 per person. That's what it's showing here, but it's probably, like you said, probably close to $5,000.
Let's just call it an even 1,000.
Let's
Even
just
1K.
say- Did you hear that? I heard this comedian. He's like, you ever know you can tell what kind of neighborhood you're in by how many people are hanging outside at 11 o'clock in the morning? He said, you show up and you see a bunch of white in spandex walking around with their strollers. He said, that is a very safe neighborhood. He said, you show up, there's a bunch of dudes in sweatpants in the backyard. Get out.
Oh,
gosh.
goodness.
I
Wow.
tell
We
you
are
what.
not even close to racing anymore. Sorry. We did have news this week, but I forget what Dodge is apparently so Jordan Bianchi dropped that Dodge is coming
Why
back.
would you not let Mitch say this?
All right. Hey, Mitch, did you hear that a new manufacturer may be coming to the sport?
Do you have any idea who it might be?
And it may have been reported by Jordan Bianchi, which is right like 99.9% of the time.
Yeah. I heard they're
Tesla.
We
I heard
may
they're-
have talked about it last week.
coming.
Yeah, I know. Well, apparently it went from like rumor to like Jordan Bianchi saying it. So that to me is like fact.
I
Like
don't
at this
trust-
point.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I did a little digging this weekend, and I was on their website. I was like, what cars do they even have anymore? And they don't have any.
Isn't the
so
Charger coming back? I thought the Charger was coming back.
Okay, so it's not ready though. Like there's nothing currently. There's no Chargers being made. So that's
Is there
why they're
any
waiting until
Dodge
2020.
vehicles being made?
Yeah, a Hornet, and I think the Durango, and the Ram. The Rams
I
like
thought
they're
Ram
only
was
like
independent, though.
Well, that's easy. Like
Well,
the
it's
truck
on the
series
same
is locked.
website.
That's easy.
Yeah, they say they're independent, but I don't know. I actually don't even know if they are independent.
It's
I
just a
thought it
branding
was-
trick. I'm calling it now. The Charger's coming back when they announce the return to the Cup Series. It's going to be one.
Yeah, and
fluid
it's coming back. And
announcement.
you know what I don't like about the Charger? It looks like a Challenger, and it pisses me off because
that
it
means
looks
I
like
might like it. I like the
you might
Challengers.
like it.
I might.
but
yeah.
it literally has the body of a Challenger. and it's
body of a
4 doors.
Challenger.
And it's Challenger
Gonna be great.
so stocky. I just like the Charger look. It just looks a lot better.
So, Tyler, a little bit of history behind Mitch. He is a Dodge boy through and through.
Okay.
Big time Casey Kane fan. We're going down to Rockingham.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to Rockingham for the Xfinity return to Rockingham.
Really?
And that race,
It's going to be
When
fun.
is
I
that?
can't wait.
I have no idea.
Easter weekend.
weekend.
Yeah.
Easter weekend. My
Easter
goodness.
weekend. Like we're driving home Saturday night. Easter weekend.
You taking
Yeah.
the camper?
No, because this is like we need to get home fast.
Oh, I guess.
So this is
Easter.
We have to be home for
yeah.
Easter.
Yeah.
By the way, my wife informed me that I'm going to miss your Easter egg hunt.
Easter egg hunt.
So I apologize in advance.
That's all right.
I would have offered you to come with us, but
Would you like to miss it too and just come with us?
Yeah, I'll come with you. This is perfect.
perfect. All right, it's sold. There's only 3 of us, so
That was easy. I mean, literally, all we need is another ticket because we already have 2 hotel rooms. So, like, a 4th person would actually help.
It would save me money if you went.
Yeah.
We could talk about that.
All right, let's talk.
Leaving
Let's
Thursday,
have a
coming back
conversation.
Saturday. I mean, we'll be back. We'll be back home before the Easter Bunny runs.
19th.
Yeah.
Wow, that does look like a Challenger, Mitch. Like
me
a
see it.
lot. It's on
And-
your text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a
It look-
Camaro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it's a Charger.
That is a lot like it. I don't like the logo.
What's it look like, a
though.
Mitsubishi?
It looks ugly.
What is
It's
that?
called the next gen Dodge Charger. Literally, it's
No,
called the
we
next gen.
can't. They should call it the
It's
Gen
what it's
8
called. It's on the
Dodge Charger.
website. So they already confirmed that they're going to be in the next gen series.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right now,
Gives me
it's
something to
only
root for.
Ford, Chevy, Toyota. That's it.
Correct. Yeah. So Dodge, if Dodge comes back, they'll give us our 4th manufacturer. And
Why did Dodge leave originally?
Wasn't it small motors? Did they push back up on that?
they did not let you.
That and I think Fiat took ownership around what 2011 or something like that.
Freaking Fiat.
2008, and I just think they weren't interested in it. Like
What the hell was that?
they just bought them out and left.
that did not go
What happened? What happened?
What the hell was that?
What did he do?
Sorry. I had just taken a sip, so I couldn't even talk. So David grabs this container and just goes, and it just explodes.
It just exploded.
Yeah.
there?
So
Well,
I
I was
don't.
going to share those with somebody, but I can't find the other one.
There's little bottles of Parrot Bay or whatever the heck this is
They are
now
so
all
good.
over the office.
They are delicious.
Yeah.
Cheers. Open one of his. He's not drinking them.
I'm not drinking them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I don't have to work in the morning.
I
I lie. I have to work.
I actually have to work a lot tomorrow. I have a long
go to
day.
Craig's.
Go to Craig. I'm back again.
How can,
You be open that for you, honey.
I'm a pipe fitter.
Oh
I
man.
get it.
I lay pipe all
There
day
you go. I
long.
got it.
All right, sorry to those listening on audio for that last minute and a half. That was an experience. So this is another great advertisement to watch us on YouTube if you're not watching us on YouTube, because the video content is second to none.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's pretty stupid.
It's 5% better. It's 5% better.
If you like what you see, you're probably blind.
Just a bunch of ugly guys.
Yeah,
That's
so-
all. Well, and Tyler.
He's a ruggedly handsome man. Look at
He
him.
is. I mean, he's
I'm
like,
jealous of that beard.
yeah. He's
Pretty
I got
stout.
nothing.
He must eat out a lot of poo, because they say that fertilizes it. It makes it come in thicker.
he's the man we all aspire to be.
He's the man.
Married to Melania.
So I am going to Richmond again this year.
Richmond?
Dragging the camper down there for the
Nice.
weekend.
Very cool. Very
So-
We went
cool.
last year and we saw the big one.
The big one.
History. The history. We were standing on turn 3, and
Wow.
it was pretty amazing.
So there's one person who is maybe going to go with them and maybe not. And if they back out, it's going to give me the perfect opportunity to go.
So how do you guys? Richmond's kind of like
A dud? Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's
it
a
is.
dud.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
dud. It's.
Why would you say
They
that?
do have the option tire again, so it will be.
But is
better.
that considered a super speedway?
No, not at all.
not at all.
Mile and a
Yeah,
half.
not at all. Yeah.
Mile.
They
and a half.
Richmond would benefit from a repave. They screwed
Okay.
up. They
I
screwed
remember
up
that
on the
from
last
last year,
pave.
yeah.
I think that track could be good again because it's a good size. It's a good form. I think the paving just sucks.
It was very boring last year till the end.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, that was like thank God for Austin Dillon. He saved the race.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And-
here's the thing.
He's a hero. He's a hero.
So look, bad race at home. And
You heard it. I'm joking.
I'm going to beat you with my 3 shoes.
Hashtag do it for Dale.
A bad race at home sucks. A bad race when you're there just means you get drinked more.
Yes, it was.
See,
It was a good time.
well, that's true. I don't know because Mitch and I were both like livid leaving Charlotte in May. So I don't know. Like that was like a new level of pissed off for me.
Well, you have anger issues. Let's be honest.
That's
I mean,
fair.
you need to go to counseling. And
Never
work
seen
through
that
this.
part of Alex ever.
Oh yeah,
It cut. Oh,
you should see him after one gummy.
jeez, no. You should see me when I bump my head in the attic. That's a good one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, David got to
he's a
my
nice guy. A little bit of temper.
So one of my guys that was working for me, he's up in the attic, and he has a mouth on him. Like he's got like David's mouth.
I barely
yeah.
swear. You
I know.
piece of
I'll mark that down. 6225, 10-4.
I had to catch myself on Sunday up on stage. I was like, I gotta stop swearing, damn it!
Yeah.
I didn't see you
So-
at church on Sunday, Tyler. People
So-
were looking at our wives like they were lesbians.
Jeez. So one of my guys is in the attic, and he's on AirPods because I'm trying to direct him from the ground as he's moving around the attic. And then the pastor comes up to talk to me, so I'm having to be like professional and like business owner and everything. And meanwhile, this guy is dropping MF after MF after MF in my right ear.
In a church.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to laugh, honestly, because it's hilarious. Because he's like, "Oh, the mother effing this and that and piece of S and F," and I'm like, meanwhile the pastor's like, "Yeah, I think we really like the lights over here." And
Jeez.
so,
Well,
yeah, we've experienced it all.
it is that time of the show where we like to thank our participating sponsors. A2B Media Pro, we'd like to thank you for helping us with our studio, with our equipment.
This is like a big old government subsidy. The business pays for everything, and the podcast uses it.
Yeah, and we make no money.
Right. It literally is like a government subsidy.
It's literally like a government subsidy.
Just call this the United States Postal Service.
Yeah, I mean, wow. That's.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Our stuff makes it out on time.
Yes, we're on time. So we're looking at picking for Circuit of the Americas. So Tyler, every week we pick. Normally, if we have a Thursday episode, we'll pick that because we do a live on Thursdays whenever we're not booked solid and we're part-time working. However, we're full-time working at the moment.
So we got one more week
And
of zero Thursday.
I thought it would be cool to line up myself as one of Alex's like labor providers, but since all my guys are working on his job sites, I have to do all the work for my job sites.
He thought it would make life easier. It actually makes it harder.
Turns out I'm not making as much money as I would have sitting on my couch.
That's mostly because I don't pay him. But other than
Mainly.
that, yeah.
That's okay. They don't.
You
need
don't
paid.
get paid when you don't work.
We did quite a bit of work.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a couple weeks. That's for sure. We even had Mitch and David 2 weeks
Mitch,
ago.
So we went and did a Saturday.
That was
load up.
eventful.
It was great.
So we're gonna pick Coda here.
And we can only use every driver once until the playoffs start.
But since you're a guest, you get to pick whoever you want. You can go first.
free reign.
So picking a driver to win next week. Circuit of the Americas road course. Who do you got?
Where is it?
Circuit of the Americas.
It's a
Where's
big
that?
old road course in Austin,
Texas.
Texas.
Texas,
I have know nothing about it. It's a road course like
Yeah.
Watkins Glen or
basically. Pick him.
I have no idea.
Just go by. Just take your boy. Just take your boy. Make it feel right.
But does he do good? Yeah,
He does good everywhere.
He's okay.
He
yeah.
won at Watkins. No, he won at Watkins.
Nah, I don't think so. His teammate did. Why don't we let Mitch go first, and then we're gonna give you a
yeah.
second.
Here,
Yeah.
look,
We're gonna let you. We're gonna
Look
let Mitch
through the
go.
list of drivers.
There you
Then
go.
I do this.
perfect.
Listen, I have to pull it up because I'm like, who races in cars? What numbers do they
Yeah.
use?
Since when does Ty Dillon race the Cup Series?
That's
We're not even going
I'm
there.
not allowed
We're
to
not
talk
even
about
going. No, we're not going there.
Not allowed to talk about it.
I was in his hauler last year.
Were you?
Wait, what? Really?
His truck hauler, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
It's
So what's funny? One of his truck mechanics last year called into the Ramsey show.
He did.
Yeah.
I heard that one.
He was
Yeah,
like, my boss keeps wrecking the cars and he has an average finish of 23rd. How am I supposed to pay
No,
off
he's a-
my
he was-
debt?
he was asking about his Roth.
Yeah.
I remember the call.
He's looking forward to retirement, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I said you ain't gonna. I was at work. I was like, you ain't gonna retire, bud. Hey, you better find a new career.
Go to PBR.
Oh man.
So I'm going to pick since nobody else is. Do you want to pick?
Yeah.
Did you pick Mitch? Do you have a guy?
I did not pick yet, but so it's funny. So I'm doing a thing this year where I've already picked my full season
Wow.
ahead of time.
Whoa.
It's like a money pool at one of my
He's dedicated.
friends.
He is.
But
Way more than
But
I.
I'm not going to go with the guy that I picked in that pool. I think I'm going to go with somebody else because we're doing the same thing, but we're doing the opposite. We're doing it as we go. But I think I'm going to pick AJ Allmendinger.
Oh, you suck. That's who I wanted. I knew we were all going to be fighting for two drivers.
I'm going to pick
Yeah.
my
Well-
driver next.
Oh,
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I want to save the one guy I was thinking of. I want to save him for Martinsville. So
okay.
So the guy that I'm picking because I just want to get it out of the way.
Oh, it might be a different pick than what I'm thinking then.
probably Ty Gibbs.
No, it's Mick Douchebag.
Oh,
You just want to get it done, get it
I want to
wrapped
get him
up.
out of the way.
You don't have to worry about it.
McDowell. Mick
Yeah.
Douchebag.
Yeah.
Solid road course racer. Deserves to be kicked in the balls. Probably voted for Hillary.
big time douche though.
Big
Yeah.
time douche.
And he sucks this year. I already said that. We'll keep going.
He sucks more than Monica. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Hey.
Somebody come get her.
So is Jimmy Johnson running this weekend?
Probably not.
No,
He's probably got a wreck on lap
So
one if he does.
he'll probably run the super speed races.
So I was talking to friends. I didn't realize that NASCAR was like football, and when you get old, you're not that good at.
Oh yeah, like you.
I
there's-
never realized
there is
that.
an
It
age
doesn't make
drop off
sense,
for
I
does
did
sure.
not know that.
Yeah. It's-
You would think.
You would think
You're turning left.
Like I've learned to be a really good drunk driver. The older I get. So you'd think that the more that they would drive, the better they would get.
I feel like it's
Until they're,
different. I'm pretty sure it's different.
60, 65, and then it starts going downhill. But I didn't realize
Yeah. Oh, it big drop. Like
it's reaction time.
yeah, like late 30s, early 40s is like because
I'm there.
Mark Martin was one of the latest drivers to be successful.
How old was he when he went out?
Dirt.
His last race win, I'm pretty sure he was 43 or 44, which is one of the oldest drivers you're going to get.
Hey, that's young. 43.
Yeah.
I didn't even start my retirement yet at 43.
Looking into the future.
But anyway,
Yeah.
So speaking of Jimmy Johnson, so I'm not going to pick Jamie Johnson. So you go ahead. I'm going to look back through the roster here.
I mean, I almost hate to burn him this early, but I'm going to go Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yes! I was hoping you were going to pick him now.
I know. I
Locked
hate
out.
to burn him, but I was going to take AJ Allmendinger because I think AJ Allmendinger is going to win. But SVG is my backup.
Hear me out. AJ Allmendinger finishes outside the top 15.
Man, I would be shocked.
Outside the top
I'd be
15. Hear me out. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to take whoever qualifies on the poll because you're not going to be able to pass. That's who I'm taking.
Which will probably be McDouchebag.
That's true. Who's good in qualifying here? Maybe I should alter my picks.
McDouchebag.
Oh, yes.
I'd plan this out.
Man, he might. Because I don't know. The shorter course will be interesting. Maybe you'll get some
That
passage.
is true. They cut, what, a mile? And
It's a lot.
Like, they cut a mile.
A lot, yeah. Like, it's
Are
a
they adding
lot
laps?
shorter. They have to be, right? Like, otherwise it's going to be like a 90-minute race.
That could be awesome.
It
Not how much a Coda
Honestly, it
could
could
be.
be better. Like, Coda... So, I feel like Coda's been one of the better road courses, but the road courses still suck. This car works on one track, and it's not road courses. Or super speedways. Y'all.
Hey, the Cars Tour starts this weekend, so we can all look forward to
Ooh.
that.
Where's the Cars Tour at, Mitch?
I believe it's in Jackson, North Carolina, which is like, I'm pretty sure a Marine base is close to it. They went there last year. They had a good turnout.
Oh,
it was,
is it Jackson, South Carolina? Because there is a...
is it Jackson?
There's a
South?
base there,
It's
yeah.
one of the Jacksons.
Nice. It's just a little bit south of Charlotte. It's like an hour and a half south of Charlotte, probably.
I thought it was
a-
over towards the coast.
It
All
might
right.
be. The
Ladies and
Jackson, South
gentlemen,
Carolina's on 77.
The guest of honor has made his pick. Drum
Oh,
roll,
no.
please.
Here we go.
North Carolina.
I have picked Ross Chastain
Ross
Big.
Chastain.
because he drives a
There
Chevy
we go.
and his sponsor is
Bush Latte.
Bush Latte.
That's actually not a bad pick. I feel like there's some potential there, too.
He's pretty like Ross is one of those guys that will be good at any track, I think.
That's fair. How many cars does Carson Hocevar wreck this weekend?
Last time we were on a road course, he wrecked all of RFK twice. Think about it.
gosh, he did.
Twice.
He did.
So
I totally forgot about that.
I'm not feeling optimistic about him making it out alive. I
Dude.
hope that he dumps Kyle Busch,
And then Kyle Busch just decks
drives
him.
right through
Yeah.
him. Drives through him, gets out of his car, and beats him to death with his helmet. I'm calling it now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
He's going to snap.
Listen, we got to make the road courses exciting, man. That will make the road courses exciting.
I think they all race in the consumer cellular convertible. You're not going to flip
See that dive bomb into turn one.
unless it rains.
That'll be good.
Are they racing Coda in the rain?
No.
Like it rains in Texas.
No. The Xfinity race
That was
at the
best.
Roval.
The only reason why that race was ever good is because of that rained race where like Cole Custer full throttled Martin
MTJ.
Truex.
Dude, that was wild. That was
That was a fun
wild.
I
time.
normally wear those
I
when I'm
like
drunk.
that.
Gosh.
well.
That was an experience. It was kind of dumb, but it was
Can
kind
we
of
put the
awesome.
turtles in the backstretch, just like in Indy?
Oh, Indy. Gosh.
Let's add the turtles.
Yeah.
All the road courses get turtles straight across the road.
So basically, turn NASCAR into Mario Kart. I mean, we do every other entertainment-y cliche thing. We might as well. Like, we've got everything else covered. Might as well freaking put turtles on the track. Get everyone blue shells you can throw at other competitors. And
So I was looking at this. This is completely off topic, and we're going to wrap up here in about 10 seconds. But I will say, if you look back here,
Oh God.
this here's Brad Keselowski, and he's probably going to be in last.
Frankenstein.
He's going to be in last place probably after this race because
you're probably right.
he's really not a road course racer.
And
wheels-
Hocevar's going to
Nick?
wreck them.
But I
We
tell
should
you one
pick
thing:
Alex.
if Carson Hocevar wrecks my driver again, I'm going to go. Alex is going to have to do a lot more editing next week.
Why don't you pick a new driver?
I like my driver. He's
That's
American.
threatening.
Why don't you pick a new driver? Yours is racist.
Oh,
Man. Hey, that was the best verbal slip of all times. He went from Ganassi to Hendrick. That was great. Good job, buddy.
2-cup champion.
Yeah, no. And he won every sprint car race that year, too.
He did. That was almost kind of boring, to be honest.
Jeez.
Kyle Larson, around. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Yep, here we go.
That was.
I do like that. Are you going to keep that there?
I might. I mean, I have to take it. It's literally like on top of my screen, so I can't leave it up during the week.
You can't now.
But it's really not that hard to set up.
You can just mount it.
I could. This is really, really boring for anybody listening still.
I'm hoping we edit all this out.
No, this is all staying. We're rolling. I'm done editing. We spend too much time editing. I just cut the bleeps and send it.
So
Listen.
are you guys looking for more guests? Because I have some really interesting friends that are NASCAR fans and know a lot more about it than what I do.
This is a consideration. I like this.
I'm always in for guests.
I'm game to have you more too. Like,
Really
you're good.
funny
Like,
guys that know a lot more about it than I do. Like West Virginia guys. I got really funny guys.
So they're sleeping with their cousins.
Are any
is
of
that
their
what you're
names
saying?
Skeeter?
Oh, no.
And they would like old school guys and new school guys, like both. Like they would be really good on this, and I think it would be fun.
Oh, I'm in. So
David's a boomer, so they'll blend right in.
I post things grammatically incorrectly on Facebook.
And he calls it the Facebooks.
The Facebooks.
That's the best part. Yeah.
I posted on the line.
Can you get me on the Facebooks?
Told my wife.
Book face,
Book face.
hash brown me.
Hashtag. Give me a pound sign. You know that? Or, you know what? Let's talk about a little bit of grind. We haven't had a grind my gears moments. Kids don't know what a friggin' pound sign is. Hashtag.
Oh,
Whole generation
it's now a
lost.
Pound sign.
It's a pound sign.
Yeah. Or it used to be a pound sign.
What do they do when they call people and they're like, enter your password, then push pound? They're like,
What's a pound?
What's a pound?
If someone says, yeah, pound is
this.
the rock, you know?
Oh, my.
That's a good grab.
I think we've got to wrap it up at this point because if you're still listening to the podcast, it's because you're working and you can't find your phone.
Or you're driving. I listen to podcasts when I'm driving.
It's the best.
Our biggest fan base is Apple CarPlay that just automatically plays. No one's willingly going here, but when CarPlay says
put us in your queue. After you listen to all of the Dale Jr. download episodes for this week.
Yes, yeah, all 47 episodes they do each week. Yeah.
Did I show you my shoes I brought? I brought the
Oh, yeah,
classic
you
stuff.
didn't get them up. Put them up here now.
Oh,
He's got them there, Dale Jr.
got them there sun drop 3s. Come on now. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even realize it's got this high vis, worthless, non-tieable string.
So, if anybody needed further confirmation of David's level of boomer, he is wearing Dale Earnhardt Jr. Hey Dudes. So
And camo.
yeah, like
Camo. Luke Combs.
Luke Combs camo.
he's basically 50 years old, is what I'm saying. Like we're there.
Okay, so that's a Luke Combs shirt, so it's not that old, but why is it faded already?
That's how they made it.
So it's a faded.
It's a faded camo. I spent like $672 on this shirt up at Penn State. I don't remember how much it was. I just remember
It was
thinking,
way too much. They found it in the bottom of the truck bay.
yeah, my
They're
kids
like,
were
oh
I
yeah,
gotta
we'll
get
sell
something,
it.
but I don't really want anything, but I gotta get something. And they're like, I'll just take that. $89.79. I was like, whoa, let's pick something else.
Yep.
Yeah, anything on discount. Yeah, there's a good shoes.
But if
Thanks for joining us, Tyler.
If you,
It's good
for
to have
some
you.
reason, enjoyed this episode and you're looking to find more ways to interact with Racing Addicts Podcast, you can find us on all social media platforms. You can find us on Podbean, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify for all those young bucks.
Listen to it.
Wow.
Facebooks, YouTubes, Discords, TikTok,
Oh yeah.
Instagram, China. The China. There's a bunch of Asian dudes running around China like, oh, we're looking at Race Ass Podcast. So I'm pretty sure the drinks I drank very quickly got to me pretty quickly.
That's all right.
I'm having a good time though. I'm not the one that. So the best part about my job in the podcast, I don't have to edit anything.
I'm not editing any of this. I hope
So
you're okay with
Janine,
it.
know
Yeah,
what-
it's all
How
going.
I'm watching. How soon can I expect this to
When
be
will this be
edited
on the
and posted?
YouTubes?
I mean, I only had 4 bad things I wrote down. This will be
Wow, I
out. This will
think
be
you're
out
missing
soon.
stuff.
He's noting bad things.
Oh, he does that. He
Yeah.
has to. He has
Oh, I
to
do.
know.
Are you kidding? We'd all be fired if I posted unedited content.
I like to keep it like Limp Bizkit, just a word, and it's all up.
Oh, all right, stand by.
Drama makes the world go around.
There's a fifth.
I wish I had better eyesight so I could read that freaking timer. That screen is really far away.
It's
for
far.
Byron.
It's very large,
It is.
but it's very far away.
I know my eyesight's really bad. So this is a really bad combination.
Even know where we're looking.
Yeah. So
See up there, like where there's like it looks like a barcode going 100 mile an hour.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
what we're looking for.
that's the number. That's how I know when
Is
to
it
cut the David
79,
cusses.
25?
7927.
Yeah. All right. I wrote down the right number. Then we're all right. Perfect.
So thank you for tuning in.
I could get David fired at any point with what's currently on my Dropbox. We'll just say that.
You can't get me fired.
He's not hired.
I work for nobody but myself. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Check us out next week. We'll be back next Monday or Tuesday. Monday night, Tuesday,
Ish.
whenever Alex
Asterisk,
has the time
whatever.
to post it. And we're going to recap Coda. And I really, really, really hope I give it more than a 4.
I want it to be good. I really do. We do have Xfinity this weekend.
We also
so
have
Xfinity will
Carson
save us.
Hocevar wrecking the entire field.
Right. He's got to keep
Are
it
there
interesting.
any pin hair turns in this new layout?
I mean, turn 1 still exists, which is a lot. It's almost a 180. It's like 165 degree
Rule
turn.
number 1, if you're choosing and you can avoid Carson Hocevar, do it.
Tell me you're a boomer without telling me you're a
Yeah,
boomer.
what did you just call me?
Carson Hocevar.
I
I said, you little.
At least you didn't call him a zipper head.
6.
That's just going to be one long beep.
Just,
You have to hide that completely.
All right, we got to go. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Thank you for joining us, Tyler. Mitch.
That was fun. I'll
Thank
be
you guys.
back.
Thank you
Mitch
guys for
can't.
joining.
Mitch can't talk because he has a real job.
I can't. Yeah. this show is pretty
Was
close
this special?
To
I don't
canceling.
know.
Yeah.